Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Wealth manager completes 7-figure loan with XRP as collateral. Welcome to the future, guys. Okay, let's get into it. So the wealth group in question is Digital Wealth Partners. And yeah, as you can see, they've actually managed to complete a 7-figure loan with XRP as collateral. What you're just seeing here is a sign of things to come. And I want to just quickly go through this because this is something that basically it's kind of like a tactic that the rich do, right? And this is what some people say in terms of why you should never sell XRP and that kind of thing. So we can kind of have a bit of a conversation about this. So, look, before, cryptocurrencies, even if we just go back to a year ago, this wasn't something that was necessarily being looked at seriously. But as you can tell, the floodgates are starting to open now. I don't know if you saw Jerome Powell's video where he's actually now started saying, hey, banks can be okay to custody. They've got all the necessary resources. So as long as they can manage it properly and abide by the rules, then yeah, I see no reason why banks can't custody crypto. You can see the shift, right? Since, since we've had a pro crypto president and everything's turning very positive now, you can see how they're slowly changing their opinion on crypto because, crypto was looked at as a joke all of maybe even 2-3 years ago, right? I've seen it. People used to call it magic internet money. They didn't take it seriously, but it's here to stay, guys. It 100% is. You're now looking at, XRP, potentially being part of a strategic reserve for America. Do you know what I mean? That's absolutely massive. So you can see the difference now in how they're viewing this kind of thing, right? And so we've got here, obviously, the 7-figure loan. So the reason why I'm saying that this is the future is because, this is going to be things that banks will do. And, as you can see here, wealth managers will try and get to be done and stuff like that, because crypto is just going to become more solidified. I've been saying this for a very long time, even during the bear market when people have been just worried about the prices. And this is why I've never been worried about the price, because it's again, and I don't want to go into the conspiracy stuff. When people say know what you hold, that does hold some weight, right? Because, if you understand what crypto is and you don't think it's just a fad, then it's not going anywhere. I could see from early days that this technology is going to change industries. It's going to change the world. So when you have that kind of mindset and understand what this can do, yeah, definitely, it is not something that I'm going to be worrying about because the price is low right now, because that's just general market cycles. Even when you look at the stock market, you look at the precious metals market and stuff like that, even they have highs and lows, right? So that's no different. It's just that it's more volatile in crypto because there's way less money in this asset right now, in this asset class. That's all it is. And so this is something that the rich actually will do. What they will do is, rather than selling an asset, they will basically take out a loan against the asset and use the asset as collateral. So for example, a house, they might release equity out of the house rather than just selling the house altogether. So what is releasing equity? It's basically taking another loan against the house. So let's just say you've got a house that's worth $100,000, right? And let's just say you needed some money. Well, you could obviously sell the house, which means then you're going to have to pay tax as well on the gain, capital gains tax. And also, obviously you no longer hold that asset. But what you can do is you could release equity using the house as collateral, right? So you could say, okay, I need $50,000, right? So can I release $50,000 worth of equity out of this house? So basically what will happen is, let's just say the bank will give you $50,000, right? You now owe back $50,000. Now, if you can't pay back that $50,000, they will have the right to repossess your home. So you've got to understand that you have got to be careful with this. But if you can be clever with the money, and let's say you invest it in things and stuff like that, you could end up paying back that $50,000. You could have some profit on top. You still own the property and you don't actually pay any tax because you don't pay tax against debt, right? And so this is what the rich do. And so when some people say don't ever sell, I do understand that mindset, because I do get that, when, crypto gets more and more established, this is going to be the kind of thing that will happen. Yeah, people will just want to borrow against XRP. But this is why I say, like, you have to be financially savvy to do this kind of stuff, because it's all good you borrowing against your XRP, but you've got to understand that if you can't pay back the loan, they will just take your XRP. They will take the collateral. So, you know, don't feel like this is just free money. Like, you owe them the money back, right? Like, so you've got to be very responsible. And that's where a whole new level of risk comes into play, because what are you going to invest in to try and get that money back? Because if you say, for example, okay, I'm going to take out, you know, 50k, you know, with using my XRP as collateral, and then say you think, okay, I'm going to put this into more crypto. I'm going to buy more cryptos, right? What if those cryptos don't succeed, right? What if we go into a bear market during the time when you invest into those cryptos, and then you're having to wait years to get the money back? Well, now you're 50k down, waiting for that money to, you know, to appreciate in value. And it could be that the loan period has expired. And at that point, yeah, they take your XRP. So you have got to be very careful with how you do this. But yes, like, this is something that the wealthy will do, because it saves you, one, losing the asset that you're using as collateral. And it also saves you paying tax. So, you know, if you can manage it correctly, it's absolutely a great idea, right? It really is. Now, the other thing that I'm sure you guys will question is, well, what if the company who've given you the loan are holding the XRP as collateral, and then the XRP goes up in value while they're holding the XRP as collateral? Okay, so technically, what you're saying now is that the asset is now worth more than what you originally borrowed against, right? So what they could do then is they could say, hey, you know, your XRP now is worth a lot more. Do you want to use that higher value to just pay off the loan? Or they could say, hey, because your XRP is now worth more, do you want to borrow more money against it? So you've got that choice. But then again, you've got to look at the flip side. What if we go into a bear market and the price depreciates and goes down in value? Okay, so in that sense, that's when you might be in trouble, right? Because they might say, hey, you know, you gave us this loan that was worth this much value, which you've borrowed against, but your XRP is not worth as much now. So you need to make up the difference. So if, let's just say, you know, the XRP went down, let's just say $10,000, they would say, hey, you're going to have to make up that $10,000, right? Because you're now $10,000 short on what we borrowed against. Because if they wipe out that loan, let's just say you wasn't able to pay it back, they're $10,000 down, right? Because it's now $10,000 worth less. So they're going to lose out on $10,000. So they would expect you to make up the difference. Or obviously it could be where they just wipe out the whole loan, and they just call it a write-off, and they'll just take whatever XRP is worth at that time and just take the loss. So it could go either way. And this is why I say you do have to be careful with this kind of thing. And this is why for me, like, when it comes to, like, you know, this bull run that we're in right now, this is why for me at the moment, I'm still willing to sell XRP and my other cryptos. And the reason is because, one, I'm not going to sell all my cryptos. That's including XRP. There's some that I have a long-term faith in. So those I won't sell, you know, every single token that I have. I'll keep some anyway. And two, it's a thing of, I don't know how soon it's going to be where all this becomes like the norm, right? Like, it could be this year, to be honest with you. With the way things are going now, Trump's in office and we've got the pro-crypto president, this could happen very quick. But I don't know. Like, it could still take a few more years for this to become, you know, the norm or the standard, and, you know, these kind of things just happening. So because I'm not sure, I'm not willing to miss this bull run and not take some profit, because I've got a certain goal in my head that I need to accomplish. And if I'll be honest with you, look at how the bull run's going right now. With how much cryptos I've got, it's not hard to hit the target that I want to hit. So it's not like I've even got to sell all of my cryptos to hit that target. But I need to do something for me that's going to be life-changing wealth for me. Because once that's done, at that point, whatever cryptos I've got that I believe in, I can hold out for the long term, right? Like, I can say, okay, we'll see how this goes and whatnot. But as it stands right now, there's things that I need to do as of right now. And while we're in this bull run, like, I've been waiting, you know, doing this channel, telling you guys about this. Like, I can't let this pass by on the hope of that things are going to change this year, and then it doesn't. And then I'm just stuck waiting again for another bull run, or I'm stuck waiting for, you know, the mass adoption to come. So because I can't say for sure when this will happen, although it does look like things are happening very fast now, if the bull run gets to a target and I see XRP at a target price that I've been hoping to see, I'm going to sell some XRP. I'm not selling all of it, but I'm going to sell some of it 100%. But I've got enough where I can like sell some and keep some as well, right? I mean, everybody's in that position. It just comes to how much you want to, how much you want to sell or keep, to be honest with you. Like everybody could do it. Even if you've got 100 XRP, you could sell 50 XRP and keep 50 XRP, right? So it really does come down to what your goals are, right? So yeah, for me, I'm in a position where like I am definitely going to take advantage of this bull market. And, as I say, I've got numerous cryptos, so it's not like I'm just relying on XRP alone anyway. Like I've got a lot of cryptos. So to me, I'm happy to there's some that I've got where it was purely a speculation play. I'll be honest with you. Like I've got my cryptos that I really believe in, like have like real good utility. Like XRP, and then I've got some where I just got involved on okay, maybe this could go somewhere, maybe it couldn't, I'm not so sure, and I've gone in on just a bit of a speculation play, not done like a whole lot of research that I would have done like I have with XRP, and I'm just thinking, okay, well in a bull run, this should at least make me, this much money kind of thing. So those are the kind of tokens that I will sell with like no worry, like I've got no issue about those because I'm not researched in them enough anyway to feel like, I've got conviction to hold long term or anything like that. So, that's just my thought process. But yeah, guys, like, look, this is what's going to be the norm in the future. Like you will be able to use your cryptos as collateral for loans and things like that. As I say, this is what the rich do. This is definitely a thing. So it's great to see this. And I hope this has just helped to let you understand like how this stuff does work, because, I will be honest, this definitely is a good tactic if you can manage the money properly and if you can make it work. Again, just understand that you do have to pay the money back. But guys, as I said earlier, welcome to the future, because this is what it's going to be. Your crypto will be valuable to banks and to, wealth managers and things like that, and financial companies who will want to, give you loans against these assets. And, even it might be like they'll pay you a yield for letting them hold your crypto, right? Like banks might say, hey, come and hold your crypto with us and, we'll give you 10%. A monthly yield of 10%, of whatever you put in, it'll be that kind of thing. They'll also do it on DeFi as well. So like Flare, like that's going to be a network that's looking to do this kind of stuff decentralized as well. So don't feel like you have to just look at it from, the institutional perspective. It might be that you want to do it through a decentralized manner through DeFi. That's also a possibility. Like all this is coming, guys. So this is where crypto is going. Like we're going into a whole new era, and with a pro crypto president, that's going to help bring that along in a much faster pace. Like, what we've seen over the last 4 years, the way, it's been completely hindering crypto progress. That's all about to change. I just don't know how fast it's going to be, but just seeing what's happened already, it could be literally as soon as this year. It's very possible. I just don't know. So I'm not going to, I don't want to give you guys any false numbers because I don't know for sure, but it really could be that quick. So this is the way things are going, and it could end up changing very drastically and very quickly. So buckle up, guys, because this is about to get very exciting. I'm really excited to see where this can go long term. Thank you very much for watching this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Take care.